Yeah. So funniest thing is the phone dropped before I was doing this. But anyways, I'm gonna be talking about Little Women today. I don't know what was stopping me from like doing videos before. I think it's a thing where like I don't know, you're all staring at me and I'm talking to you. I feel like the podcast is so different because it's literally just audio, and that means you're just listening to me speak. You don't even know what the image of me is. Unless, I mean, sorry, profile photo as well. Yeah, of course there's the profile photo, so what am I talking about? There's the profile picture and you can obviously see me in the corner, but that's not the point. Not the point. Anyways, I have so many podcast episodes lined up, and Little Women is one of them. Little Women might be the next possible one. I'm gonna be using my what's it called? I'm gonna be using my article that I wrote on Medium for that episode basically. I wrote an article where I was talking about how actually I relate to all of the Little Women sisters and not just Joe. It was a thing where I related to Joe because she's a writer, okay? But then I feel like I see myself also in Joe and also Amy, because Amy's a painter, okay? So obviously it's like I like to write plus also do art. So I feel like it's the thing where I enjoy both of them. So it's like seeing myself in both of them is the thing. I think I can also relate to Amy in the way of when you're left out of things. Like Amy's also the youngest, that's me. And then like what else? Amy also has that whole thing of being compared to her older sister and being related, but being a thing where people compare them or put them in leagues with each other. Do you know what I mean? Because you see that in the films. It's a thing where Amy's being left out of things because she's the youngest child, and then what's it called? Yeah, she's the youngest child, and then because she's the youngest, she right, obviously the same point I said, because she's the youngest, she's being left out of things, and then I guess that's also how her accident happens, and it's a thing like that. But then it's because is Joe's not the oldest actually. I need to look at my article for this, which is why when I do the episode, you'll know, because I feel like I did a lot of research for that episode in particular. Yeah, I did a lot of research into that piece when I was writing it, because I think a thing was like I'm reading the Little Women book currently, but I also didn't know a lot of things that I didn't know before. Like I didn't know how their ages worked, as in how all like as in the lineup of them of siblings. I didn't know that. Of course I knew Amy was the youngest always, because she just appears that way, and I feel like in both comparisons, like in both adaptations, that Amy being the youngest is obvious from the very beginning. She just has that aura, and I think maybe for me as the youngest, I can spot somebody. I can spot somebody who's in that limelight. I said I am where you are, so I already know that you are the youngest, and that's where you are. But yeah, this was kind of just this is kind of just it's an introduction, but then it's also not. But I will be doing an episode for Little Women, so I hope that you will listen to that. And I'm gonna be doing more video formats, but yeah, but maybe eventually and very slowly, because I want to talk about more things. And I feel like maybe the next video I might do might be show related though, because I know that like my whole concept is shows and movies, but I kind of want to probably talk about a show next. So, and I feel like that would be better to do. I think I was meant to be doing something that was related to my wall. but I don't actually know. I didn't choose what the next one was going to be, because it's supposed to be like, probably, I did Ever After High obviously already. If you haven't listened to that, go ahead. I did that one, and that was Ever After High versus Monster High. So then I'm thinking that we have to pick something else from here, but I kind of want it to be show related. It kind of feels like I've covered a lot of the shows on this wall already, actually. Like, I feel like on the wall, because my wall is very much show and movies, but hey. Yeah, and then actually, let me do a small introduction also just for me, that I'm Shania and I'm 22 and I have a podcast on Substack, and it's also obviously available to listen here on YouTube, and also on Spotify underneath under the name Shan Subs Podcast. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you again.